You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, you guys. So, Ticket TV, y'all already know, man. Let's get right into this video, y'all, and talk about the situation that's going on, man. I had to come up and do an emergency stream. Hopefully, everybody's doing well today, man. I had to do an emergency stream. For the people who asked me, no, I will not be watching the Super Bowl. I have no interest in watching the Super Bowl. I do support Shedeur Sanders because of what's been going on with him, surrounding him, and his entire situation. I watched this situation play out. I watched what happened to the dude, and I think it's absolutely disgusting, disgraceful, and I think it's unbecoming. His father talked about this as well in meetings this entire weekend, right? Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. I'm about to tell y'all what's going on. Hit that like button, share the video as y'all come on in. I'm about to let y'all know what's going on, man. Salute to everybody that's tapped into the channel. Y'all already know what's going on, man. I really appreciate all of you guys. Look, let's get right into it, right? Um, let's get right into it. I want to kind of put this on everybody's mind as y'all come in. So, Shedeur, basically, we understand what happened with him throughout the course of this year, but obviously we did not see everything because his father, Coach Primetime Deion Sanders, has been wherever they having the Super Bowl at. I don't even know where they having it at this year, but wherever they having it at, he's been down there saying a lot and going off on a lot of people, including the NFL and other people in the media who basically, he says, violated his son and basically lied on his son and tried to destroy his son's character and, just did a lot of devious things behind the scenes, he claimed, that was just unbecoming of his son. You know what I mean? He was very upset about it, you know. He was very upset about it. He felt the way about it, you know what I'm saying? And, we're at a point now where, there's a lot of questions being asked in the media for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers, I mean, Cleveland, excuse me, Browns have a disgusting media. Their media is a cesspool full of haters, disgusting, disgraceful people, dishonorable people. And I would never want to see or be around any of these people before in life. So Coach Prime has been around doing the interviews, basically trashing all the people who came out here and put these lies out on his son. And basically, it just did dirt. So today, Myles Garrett, who was the Defensive Player of the Year in the National Football League, who's Shedeur Sanders' teammate. There's been a lot in the media going back and forth about Shedeur Sanders. A lot of the media in Cleveland, they've been absolutely straight out hating on this kid. You got a lady named Mary Kay Cabot. She's absolutely disgusting, hater, just full of hate, just a hate machine. And she tries to disguise it as, I'm being fair. No, you're hateful and you're being a hater. All the rest of those people, Jason Lloyd, there's a lot of other people that's out there that's in the actual Cleveland media that want nothing to do with Shedeur Sanders, will hate on him at any cost. A guy named Lima, I forget his name, but his name is Anthony Lima, I think is his name is. These guys are all disgusting, along with the lady. They're just trying to tear this dude down and break this dude mentally, his will and his spirit. Well, going into this season, they had a new coach. They fired the coach from last year who did that bull job, and they have a new coach. Now, this new coach, he had a press conference and said that he wasn't sold on the starter, but the Cleveland Browns have been letting out video clips to insinuate that Shedeur Sanders is the man. Now, the coach, he did leave out some hints, but he don't want to just outright say, hey, I'm giving Shedeur the job, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying, on his way in. He just making it seem like he's going to have some type of competition, but the way it looks like, Shedeur is going to get the job. Well, the media has run with this and says, oh, the coach he ain't promising this cat the job. This cat ain't going to come in here to start. They want anything but Shedeur Sanders to be the guy. Deion Sanders' son, right? They relied on this dude's character. They've talked all kind of trash about him all season long. And today, Myles Garrett said, F it. Myles Garrett said, F it. Myles Garrett came out here and told him what it was. Now, Myles Garrett was asked, and this is Defensive Player of the Year, his teammate. He was asked what Shedeur's role is going to be on the team. Myles Garrett said Shedeur's the guy. He says that we believe in Shedeur. He's the last guy on the field, and the job is his. Now he got to go out there and prove it, but it's his. Myles Garrett just spilled the beans. Let me play it. Do y'all have the guy? Is Shedeur the guy?
That's what we're looking at as a guy. We're going to give him a shot to prove that he's a guy. So we're not going to give anyone the.
Now he says that's the guy we're looking at as the guy. Period. Do y'all have the guy? Is Shedeur the guy?
That's what we're looking at as a guy. We're going to give him a shot to prove that he's a guy. So we're not going to give anyone the that title until they go out there and earn it. And he was the last person to be on the field, and he showed some flashes. So we're going to give him an opportunity to show what he can really do. Uncork the ball.
Yeah, you paying another guy $46 billion. Is he going to get a shot?
I feel like everyone on the roster is going to get a shot. Now, he was the last guy on the field, so he's obviously going to get first service.
There you go, right there. He said he was the last guy on the field, so he's going to get first service, baby. So Shedeur Sanders getting first service over a dude that's making $40 million. Game over. All the Cleveland media that's running their mouth, that's your star player. That is your number one guy. I'm going to say it again. This is all there is to it, man. They just let y'all know Shedeur Sanders is the guy. Point blank, period. Myles Garrett, the best defensive player in the league, has just said it. Period. There's nothing that the hating ass media, there's nothing that you guys can do anymore to take it away from this kid, to hate from this kid, to try to destroy this kid. There's nothing you can do. The best player on the team has co-signed this kid. And when he asked him, because he said, you got a guy on the team making $40 million, he's like, well, Shedeur was the last guy on the field. He getting first dibs. Point blank, period. That let y'all know right now, Shedeur Sanders is QB1. And that's all there is to it. Don't nobody want to hear nothing about this, right? So people can say whatever they want to say. It's over with for you guys. I mean, you guys, this has already been in the plans. That's why Coach Primetime Deion Sanders is running around here all weekend telling the media about their funky ass self. Play it again. Let me play it one more time for y'all. Why this shit won't play? Hold on. Do y'all have the guy? Is Shedeur the guy?
That's what we're looking at as a guy. We're going to give him a shot to prove that he's a guy. So we're not going to give anyone the that title until they go out there and earn it. And he was the last person to be on the field, and he showed some flashes. So we're going to give him an opportunity to show what he can really do. Uncork the ball.
Yeah, you paying another guy $46 billion. Is he going to get a shot?
I feel like everyone on the roster is going to get a shot. Now, he was the last guy on the field, so he's obviously going to get first service.
There you have right there. It's over with. There you go right there. And the whole media is going to be upset at what Myles Garrett just said, but he stood on business. And I salute Myles Garrett for standing on business. You know what I mean? It needed to be said. Point blank, period. You know what I mean? So that shows you right there that the team is behind Shedeur Sanders, and there's nothing else to talk about. Period. You know what I mean? And these dudes are all cold-blooded haters. I'm just telling y'all what it is. These dudes, hold on, these dudes ain't nothing but cold-blooded haters that's saying anything else, right? And that's all there is to it, right? So all these, like I said, all these other people, man, these people are liars, bro. These people are disgusting, man. You know what I mean? And to see these people come out here and do the stuff they was doing, man, and do the stuff they've been doing, you know what I mean? I'm just telling y'all what it is, man. You know what I mean? And even Prime said this.
Colorado, but before Shotty went to the Cowboys, your name was kind of in the mix. Is there anything that would get you to jump to the National Football League?
Not whatsoever. What transpired with my son last year, ain't no way in the world. No, I don't have a. Thank you, Lord. When I stop like that,
That's the key from saying you don't need to say it.
when I stop like that,
Got
that don't mean I'm lost for words. That means God said, that means God said, you're a head coach now. You can't do that. You can't talk like that. You can't say that. I know you're comfortable with your brothers here, but you can't say that.
Fair enough. Let's stay in the NFL.
I'm happy that Prime been out here putting these people on blast. They deserve to get put on blast. They deserve to get put on blast. And you got the Cleveland media saying they're trying to post the part where he's saying we ain't going to give it to them till they earn it. That the media is not playing the whole thing. This is the thing. So the Cleveland media is trying to put it out like, oh, he's saying this, he's saying that. Well, this man, Myles Garrett, said something else. He said Shedeur is the guy. See, the Cleveland media put out a little piece of the clip. They didn't put out the whole clip of what he said. And that's the problem of what's going on right now. That is the absolute problem of what has been going on in the media. The media's been out here lying to y'all, telling y'all all kind of cap, giving y'all all kind of bogus stories. And I'm happy that the truth is coming out now and that people honestly can see the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, I think that can help even the odds in this whole situation, man. I personally believe that, right? I personally believe that. I'm so happy that Prime been out here going off on these dudes, man, and letting these dudes know what it is, man. I'm just, like I said before, man, I'm so proud that he stepped to the media and basically told them what it is to their face. You know, told them about how you know, how full of it they are. You know what I'm saying? How much, you know, they did to try to destroy this man's son because they hate him. It's sad. You hate one man so much that you try to destroy his son. This is how bad the media is. They're that bad. The media is so bad, they'll do anything to destroy this man. You know what I mean? Guys are disgusting, man. You know? Just can't respect them guys, man. That's just how I feel about it, yo. Real talk, man. You gonna lie and do the shit they doing, man. It's just like, you know, what y'all doing, man? What y'all doing this shit for? What is this all about? You know what I'm saying? So we know what it's all about, though. It's all about straight hatred, you know, deep-rooted racism that still goes on in America today. You know what I mean? Right? And that's all there is to it. And I'm happy that Prime went off on these reporters. And he went off on one dude, and the dude was acting like he was supporting Shedeur. He said, man, you weren't supporting Shedeur. He said, I saw you. Dude was like, I was posting it, coach. He said, man, you wasn't doing that. And he straight called him out. Straight called him out. I'm happy he called that dude out, man. Real talk, man. Dudes just be lying and shit, man. It's be so sad what these cats be trying to do, man. And put out all these lies and fake narratives, false narratives and stuff, man. These dudes are disgusting, man. You know what I mean? But I'm so happy that Prime, you know, I'm so happy he went off, man. You know, I'm happy he went off, bro. It makes me feel great that he went off on these dudes, man. They deserve it, bro. Every last one of them, they deserved it. You know? So it means something to me that he stepped right to these bums, man. And dudes be right, the man, it's just racist. You listen to the Cleveland media, outright racist. Racism. Anything trying to tear this man's son down, man. People crazy as hell, man. People crazy as hell, man. Salute, man. Yeah, he kept them receipts on them boys, man. Hey, you see how he snapped on dude? Dude was trying to cop a plea. Like, I did post. He said, you ain't post nothing, man. He was like, I did post it. I did post it. I did post it. You ain't post a damn thing. Straight up. You a liar, boy. Don't come in here with them bull junk lies. You know what I mean? Keep it real, bro. And I'm happy he did go off on dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy he did. Straight up. Went right off on dude. I don't even know what dude's name was, right? But he went off on old boy, man. And I watched that. I watched how it played out. I forgot where I saw it. It just popped up on my timeline. And I seen him going off on dude. You know what I mean? I seen him going off on dude. Right? So to see him out there cooking these guys, I seen my boy around the association talking about it too. Shout out to my boy around the association. You know what I mean?
Y'all, Coach Prime sit on business. I don't know why people think he could play with his son. Check this out.
Last thing for you. This time last year we had Shedeur on the show. He was excellent. Yeah. I really liked him. Didn't help. It didn't help in the draft when you had him on the show last year. Didn't help. So you probably was one of the ones that killed him. Did you sabotage my son? It didn't help. I tried, and nothing you did help.
Prime told him nothing you did helped. Nothing you did helped. Nothing. You know what I mean? He said, you trying to sabotage my son. Like, real talk, man. That shit was sad, man. You know what I mean? But I was happy that he stood on business on that, man. I'm happy he stood on that business, man. So, shout out to Coach Prime, man. You know, shout out to Shedeur. And, you know, Myles Garrett letting it be known that Shedeur is that guy. You know what I mean? He letting it be known right now. Shedeur Sanders is QB1. You know what I'm saying? And the Cleveland media, they can try to spin it and say, hey, we ain't giving nothing out to nobody. Myles Garrett, nah, listen to the whole quote, Playboy. He said it's that man's job. He the last one that was on the field, dog. Don't just play a little piece of the clip. Play the whole goddamn clip, you scumbags. I see y'all over there on Cleveland media. Y'all dudes is trash, bro. The whole Cleveland area is, the whole media is a dump truck, bro. It's just a big dumpster over there, bro. Real talk. You can't, I don't got no respect for it whatsoever. None. None. Whatsoever. No respect. Right? So, again, just disgusting work, man. Y'all definitely got to let me know what y'all think about this, man. You know? Shout out to Coach Prime, man, for going out there during Super Bowl weekend in the midst of all them haters and throwing it in their face. Shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna stand up for your son like you gonna stand up for your son. You know what I mean? These dudes say whatever they want to say. They gonna stand up the way Coach Prime stood up. And he damn sure stood up. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.